Episode 64. I think we'll be getting back to Mirrorville now, or at least pretty soon. And then we can pick up where patch 1.5 starts, I guess. Which is the Bubble Island or whatever, I don't know. I guess this is also part of patch 1.5. Don't really know how to classify this. It's like the new beginning of the game that they used to replace whatever you would call where Ina was, that place. But I guess it's also like some kind of endgame area or something maybe, as far as I can tell. Don't exactly know what we're gonna do in the Sea of Stars in the future. Ah, we just go there, huh? Right, we just land here, okay.
Board the vessel before you. It will carry you back to Mirrorland.
Sure.
May the journey guide you to the answers you seek about yourself and the world.
Yeah, I was thinking that the Sea of Stars here would be like some kind of endgame thing after you do all of the other stuff in patch 1.5. But it doesn't seem like there's much to do here unless there's actually more to this area. Judging by the fact that they give you this... Where is it? This section of the heart, which is separate from Wishfield. I guess you're supposed to do a bunch of things here, but it doesn't seem like it's all going to be happening right now, or even in this patch. The Sea of Stars connects endless worlds, somewhere to next. The only place we know about. Hang on. I have a theory. Well, I guess I have two theories. Separate things, but... First theory about this. I guess they introduced this Sea of Stars because it's the connection point between every other world or whatever. Which is to say every other expansion when they get released or whatever. So maybe they released, or rather erased, the entire beginning that sends you into Wishfield with Ina and everything, because they want this to be the central hub for you to play any of these expansions when they come out in any order. I guess that would make sense, so that they're all like kind of standalone stories. That's my guess as to why they had to do this, like 5 months after the release or whatever of the original game. Could be that they got into a point in development where they were preparing for the next expansion or whatever, and they're doing all the gameplay management stuff, thinking about how are we going to make this so that players that are coming in new can get eased in easily, as in like play the new stuff without having to play the old stuff, which would be Wishfield in the future. I guess their answer to this, if my theory is correct, would be to let them just skip Wishfield entirely because he's starting to Sea of Shards. And then you could go back to Wishfield after you complete every other place or something. That's just what it seems like to me. Just a guess. And my other theory that I didn't mention last time was that this seer is Nikki's mom. Just because of what she said about being close to Nikki or knowing her or something. And because that was also like a plot point in the original part of the game that they erased. But I guess if they erased it, then maybe that plot point no longer exists. Her mom owning that red dress or something. Surely they're not getting rid of the red dress. I guess we'll see. Then we just, yeah.
Abandoned district that around this time of year, bubbles start popping up at the stellar fishing ground. The way the starlight and ripples catch on those bubbles must be beautiful. Nikki, let's go stroll around the stellar fishing ground.
Okay, and there it is. That's the thing. This is where patch 1.5 actually begins. Because, like, If we just continued from the end of episode 62 and ignored everything I did in episode 63, this would be like the natural continuation of like the new stuff that's appearing in Wishfield or whatever. So all that Sea of Stars stuff, that isn't like really part of patch 1.5, even though they added it at the same time. What it really is just what they wanted to do to reorganize the game in some way. I guess now that we're out of there, let's change out of this. Back to the yellow one, maybe? We are gonna get wet in those bubbles or something, so we'll keep on the raincoat. Yeah, all very abrupt. Oh, it's even more abrupt from what I read. After you complete the Sea of Stars as a new player, like your new intro to the game, you get booted out right here, without like a lot of cutscenes or whatever. I guess you still meet Dada or something like that. I'm not sure how much of the game remains the same, but with all the beginning stuff missing, it feels like... I don't know. Wishfield is a little bit too sudden, too quick. Or rather, not Wishfield, what's this place called again? Floor Wish. Your introduction to this town is too quick. Because originally you have to like go all the way down here and like... You watch the intro cutscene and then you arrive in town. It's all that arriving in town stuff that I think is really important. But if they just teleport you right here, at the very beginning of the game, I don't know. That's too fast. For a new player, I think. Intros to games should be memorable, not just flashy or whatever. And I mean, it wasn't like the perfect intro over here in the old Stylist Guild, but it at least had some build-up, you know? Waking up in the abandoned building and kind of wandering through the woods or whatever, and then cresting this hill and seeing the entire town and the rest of the world. I like that. And then they just exchange it for this flashy Sea of Stars stuff. I don't think I like that replacement. Alright. Before we continue though, there's a lot of chores to take care of. We've got events, bubble stuff, I guess. What are these? Rewards. Some kind of outfit. For doing these, I guess. It's hard to control the menu. Once I press R2, I can scroll through these, but after I release R2, okay, I'm back. It seems like it was stuck there last time, but we're fine now. Well, here's the daily stuff. I guess I can start getting those. So if I really wanted to, I could just wait until the very end of the season to do everything all at once like I normally do. Now that I got all that other stuff out of the way, and I can do all my daily quests or whatever. All off screen, off camera. Prologue quest for this thing, yep. Over in the Stellar Fishing Ground. Ah, we've already kind of like unlocked that place, haven't we? It was kind of an optional area in the main story, but we did unlock it through... Well, just doing a bunch of the optional stuff, like the Astral Swan and all that. Guess it's now needed for 1.5. Don't need to read all that. We'll just go do the quest. Right, and of course they had to advertise their new outfits or whatever. By integrating them into the story. It was a weird thing. How the seer just becomes Nikki. The other thing is that the seer is just Nikki, like, that's the other theory. That she's a Nikki that, I don't know, experienced thousands of failures like she said or something and just became that thing. And that's why she became the Nikki that was helping us along. The other explanation is just that they wanted to introduce those multiplayer features and they only had Nikki as the only other character model, obviously, so they couldn't have the seer actually walk you around as herself. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I clicked the wrong thing. So what are the outfits here? Rosy reverie. Hose in front of the mirror. Not as good as a motorcycle that you can ride around on, I don't think. And this one lets you walk on water, which is mildly useful for like getting stuff out on water, like pictured. But usually you can just reach them by, well, always you can just reach them by jumping, so this would only be useful for like skipping, I don't know, unintended ways across the water or something. And it's also multiplayer stuff. Nope, not that. No, I didn't want to spend anything. Great, I wasted one. Just trying to get these buttons down. I should be used to it, but with everything acting up on me, well, it just kind of feels weird being back in this menu. It's so easy to waste your currency. Those don't come easily. Sleepwalker, just for fun. Sure, why not? And then this one, Winged Hover, which isn't actually all that useful. I mean, sure, it looks useful, you can just stay in the air indefinitely, but only as long as you don't move. That's really only useful if you, like, don't want to commit to anywhere to land or whatever, or if you're still deciding. And the other thing is that you can, again, do it in multiplayer to go further. That's the only thing, but at that point you need someone else to help you do the skips or whatever, to jump around and figure out where you can go that's only accessible by flying further with this outfit. It'd be great if you could just fly further, period, with this outfit, but that'd be too much, wouldn't it? And then this thing. Not sure why it's new. Right, I guess the Sea of Stars is actually still something we can run around in. So what's this? It's a miracle outfit, of course, but there are 5? Why are there 5? There haven't been 5 before. 5 colors. Well, that's new. How are you actually supposed to unlock this? Obviously through this, I guess, but it's broken. It's probably not broken on PC or something. I just assume a lot of things are broken on PS5. Sounds are playing. I'm trying to hold down the X button. Nothing's happening though. Oh well. This thing together in the clouds. What is this? Some kind of platforming thing? I guess so. Nothing to do with the actual Sea of Stars though. Daily social tasks, huh? Do I have to? Nikki's memory fragments. These reset daily, huh? An entirely new thing. I see. It's alongside the daily wishes. I guess we already did that. Yeah, these were the dailies that I was kind of worried about doing, but these ones are easy enough. These ones, I guess I have to go to the other place to do, or something. Dreamstar Isles. I see. It's all within that one area. That one tiny beach area. Well, okay. I guess those are easy enough to do as well. Doesn't actually require some social stuff, doesn't seem. Ah, and then they have this. So that's what this currency is for, emotes. Seems like multiplayer focused. How do you even do emotes? Like without the camera out? I guess there's room on the wheel for them to add it somewhere. And a calendar? That's new. Right, the daily tasks and... Okay, the realm challenge and all of this junk. Sure. At least they're all in one place. I do like that. Don't have to like worry about checking everything one at a time. Just getting acclimated to everything one by one. And multiplayer. Just telling you about the features, I guess. When players hold hands, who controls? Ah, here we go. The action feature thing. Perform actions with other stylists. Right, the thing that we were tutorialized. With, the seer. Feature collection or the interaction panel. Yeah, they're emotes. How do I open it though? I think you were missing that part of the tutorial. Well, the way we did it with the seer was by pressing triangle over her. But can we not just like emote whenever we want? Like, do you have to physically walk yourself up next to another player to emote? That just like precludes you from doing emotes like from far away. Which is what a lot of people would want to do, I think. Surely I'm just looking at this wrong, right? There has to be some way to do emotes that I'm not seeing. That's not it. Well, I guess I'm not going to figure it out. Not right now. This one's still red. Doesn't matter. Ah, some kind of new feature quest thing to guide you to it. I'm wondering how this whole dyeing thing works when there are already like multiple colors for the outfits already. I saw those dye icons. So like this one. If I were to look at this and dye it here. And then dye. You have to unlock the palettes, okay? I see. Bunch of colors here, but are they necessarily a replacement for all of the other outfits that we would have collected through like the gacha or whatever? 'Cause there's this color. Could you create this color of the outfit just by using the dyes if you had all of the palettes unlocked or whatever? You can actually change a lot of different parts of the outfit. It is more nuanced than I thought. I'm probably not going to go heavily into this, or at all even. There is like white here. Oh, I see. So each outfit has like its own set of palettes and you have to evolve the outfit to get more palettes, I guess. Evolution stage 2 is The one we don't have, right? We're on evolution stage 1, or are we? I think so. Do we have evolution stage 1? So for example, we went to one of these outfits we only have one color for, the Silvergale. Okay, we still can dye it. Even though we only have the first one. Maybe evolution stage is something else? No, wait. Stage 1 is at 10 and 11 and 12. And then on this other dress... Okay, yeah, we have 10, 11, and 12 and all of that. So yeah, evolution stage 1 is the first, well, the second color. I guess what they mean is like the first evolution after the base form or whatever. And the third evolution would be the fourth form. Right, so that's how they balance this. You still have to get all the outfit colors to unlock all of the dye options, so I guess there is still a reason to actually go for all of this. Anyway. That's how dyeing works, apparently. Bubble jar. Oh, what is this? Bubble energy? What are you talking about? This outfit you get by... How do you do this? Tell me how to get bubble energy. The red stick does nothing. I can't scroll that up and down. I guess now I can. Okay. This is probably only for paying or something. Don't know how else you get bubble energy. Monthly gifts, weekly gains, purchase distant anthem. Miracle Epic. Yeah, it's all purchasing. No thanks. What's in the bubble market? Some kind of wand? Doesn't matter. What's this thing? A bubble bath? And a towel for Momo. He looks naked, without the cloak. Which I guess he is, that's the whole point. How strange. And I guess you can put down a bubble bath wherever you want. Did we highlight it? I guess we can't. Doesn't matter. What's this bubble voice? Oh, it's a pose. Give me that cloak again. How very strange. I see. This is a new version of the motorcycle, or rather, a new outfit that lets you summon a bike. Same thing as a motorcycle. I guess they figured it was a pretty useful skill that everybody would want, so anybody that missed a motorcycle would be encouraged to buy this, I guess. And then this thing. It only costs diamonds, so I guess we can get it. It's just a chair, though. Good to have, I guess. And this free stuff, whatever it is. For dyeing outfits, sure. Of course it takes currency to dye outfits. I'm not gonna bother with it. Probably not. If it's this much trouble. Alright, almost through. Invite friends and get... I see. Do we How do we get this? Okay, you do actually have to invite someone to get the diamonds. I was hoping we could say that we would invite someone and get the diamonds and not actually invite someone. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that easy. I would not subject anyone to this game in its current state, just for the sake of diamonds. At least we got a new bag. New camera stuff for poses. Okay. And it's permanent. And the usual mirror crown, which apparently they increased the amount of time it takes in between them from 2 weeks for every new mirror crown to 3 weeks, meaning it takes even longer for you to get your influx of diamonds. Truly unfortunate. Alright, I think we're done. This part's still red for some reason, don't know why. But we're done. I think. We can actually get on with the actual event. Once I go do one more thing. Any of these free? We already got these. These ones aren't ready yet. Or rather, wait, we already have these ones. Was there a new set for... No, wait, that's weird. We already have all of these, but... It seems like they're doing this again? Like, re-releasing these? How strange. Well, I guess that's good for the people that missed it or something. Did want to at least look at these outfits even if I wasn't going to get them. Kind of Victorian. Like that. No alternate colors for this, I guess. Well, they're nice outfits. I won't be getting them. I can spend this currency, though, to get these. Or not this one. Here. Should be... Oh no, it's still... Right. It's not the new month yet, so I can't get these yet. Normally do all this off-screen, but since I had to reacclimate myself into this game after that new intro, guess I just wanted to look at everything on camera, just to capture my thoughts on what it feels like to go through this experience. For the most part, it's back to normal, I guess, but all the same. It was a weird experience going through all of that. Just to wind up back here. And things are still broken. Every now and again we're still getting that reconnecting thing. Don't want to know how bad it would be if we were in actual multiplayer. Sure is lovely. What, and then we're just in? Okay. I thought we were done with these menus, but there's still a lot to go through. We'll get to them when we get to them. Got a bit laggy there. Wasn't accepting my inputs. Oh, these are all just... okay. For some reason... huh. Why not just put you into this menu? Why put it out? They have like this top menu, but then the menu on the left, which it's just the same thing. Kind of seems like unnecessary work. Gifty Island. Guess we'll get there when we get there. There is so much going on. I'll read this later, I guess. Yeah, things unlock over the course of the entire event or whatever, so this is why I always wait until the very end, so I can just do everything at once, without waiting. What else is red here? Great, we still have this problem. One little red dot or something, somewhere. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess it's gone.
So pretty. But why are there so many bubbles here?
Nikki, that piece over there is telling a story about bubbles. Let's go listen.
So how do we actually get over there? For a second I thought we were teleported to the new place just by touching the bubble, but this is like a lake, right? It's all closed off. This new area is apparently like a new island on the lake, but it's not going to be on this map, right? It's going to be like in an instanced area. In that case, it's not the same lake, right? It's like a different lake adjacent to this lake, or... Guess it doesn't matter.
Today, I'm going to tell you a story from Once Upon a Time.
Oh, yay! I love stories written by Once Upon a Time.
Nay, Once Upon a Time isn't the author's name.
These are the same thing.
It's the timeline of the story, right? So many amazing tales come from a long, long time ago.
If they didn't happen so long ago, there wouldn't be much room for imagination.
Oh, a new listener. Welcome, welcome. The stories from our Twinkle Tales Club might not be as vibrant as Clown Nose Carson's, but
They are very, very romantic. Just like the name, Twinkle Tales.
Stars twinkle, like punctuation on a fairy tale's pages. What a romantic name. Hello, everyone. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Momo. We can't wait to hear your story.
hello, you two. We PCs were all born from clothes soaked with strong wishes, and my wish is to tell beautiful and nostalgic stories.
How strange that they tell you right here how PCs are made. I had to like piece that together myself, no pun intended. How exactly these guys were born through the main story, because I don't think it was explicitly stated, not or I missed it. I must have just missed it, right? But I feel like, I don't know, they were very obtuse about it. Until just now. I guess for new players or... I don't know.
Since we have some new guests today, I'll tell a story I've treasured for many, many years. Once upon a time, I had a very close friend. This friend was my most loyal listener and my exclusive accessories supplier. Whenever she went away, she'd always bring back all sorts of beautiful fabrics and trinkets for me. No matter how chaotic the world was, we always arranged fabric, planted thuddy squashes, and counted the stars in the night sky together. But one day, suddenly, she disappeared.
What? Why did she leave you, Miss Twinkle?
Because on that day, she was carried off by a bubble. Perhaps she had a very important mission, to find a way for all living creatures to be happy. She floated away on a soft bubble, flying and flying, far, far away. I heard her say, "Farewell, farewell." Then I watched her land on a rainbow-colored island. It was a place without sorrow, where countless clear bubbles floated in the air. I call that place Serenity Island.
Huh? Is that a puppy PC?
Wait, your bell.
Why is he in such a rush? Was he hurrying home?
That's weird. Nikki, it looked like he was staring right at you.
Is he trying to say something to me? Momo, let's follow him. At the very least, we need to return his bell.
Well, at least this is normal. This is kind of like the intro to the Firework Isles, just kind of slowly easing you into it. It wasn't easy, but they caught up.
Ugh. Whew. You run way too fast.
Don't be afraid. You need some help?
He said, follow. What do you think it means?
Is it something to do with Serenity Island?
Suddenly, okay, out of nowhere,
Wow! That's... is that a catapult seal?
It's rainbow colored. I think he's waiting for us. Does he want us to look at the seal?
Looks like the puppy PC wants the rainbow seal to take us somewhere.
actually thinking about it, this is like the first event that makes you reach a certain point in the game, right? Because like every event up until now, they're all kind of just in the floor-wish area. You didn't really have to get very far in the game, only like chapter 2 or something to do every other event up until now, but for this one you'd have to get to like chapter 4. I guess it's far enough in the timeline that the developers can expect players to have gotten to this point, but I guess they're also expecting new players. Doesn't matter. I was beginning to think all of the events would just be over in Floor-Wish. So I guess we're just in an entirely different lake. No notable landmarks that are making this look like the same old lake. Just this one island. Guess our equivalent to the Fireworks Island.
Sky full of bubbles. A rainbow-colored lake.
It's just like the story Twinkle was telling us. I can't believe it really exists.
But where did that puppy PC go?
Looks like there's a village up ahead. Nikki, let's head over there and ask around.
What was this? Use parameters? Huh. New things going on. Yeah, I guess players are just trying out the new camera, or I guess the revamped stuff involved with the camera. Right, the do. Same thing with the Firework Islands, just an entirely different set of do, or whatever. Oh hey, I like the tilt on that. Good use of the horizon. And then the new collectible, I guess. Or not. That's not the equivalent of a wing star, it seems. Just some fruits in a bubble. Do we want to read lore? If it's quick. It doesn't look quick. I'm not actually going to read all of this, Guess I'll just skim through quickly. Bubbly Tails Club, the Rainbow Lake. Serenity Island. PCs all wounded. Stitching PC's bodies. Patch Doctors. Dark Sorrowful Clouds. Dirty Thread Disease. The Gift of the Silvergale. PCs, The Determined Voice. Never Forget. Chased Away the Big Monster. The Silvergale. Love Bathing. Take a Bath. Great Lesson. Little PCs clench their fists. Highest Peak of Serenity Island. Silvergale blessed us. Do not step foot on the misty peak, and do not disturb the Silvergale's rest. Alright, let's go to Misty Peak. We got a heading. PCs supported each other. Spring water soaked into every fiber. No PC ever saw the figure who had protected them all. Bubble blooms bloom freely. Crystal salt sparkles with light. And the PCs clean themselves in peace without any worry or fear. Let's look at the map. It is perhaps not quite as big as the Fireworks Islands, although that might not be true. There is a lot of verticality. More verticality than the Fireworks Isles, obviously.
So many bubbles!
What a beautiful lake. And the sun is so warm.
Oh,
It feels like all my worries and fatigue just melted away.
I like the way the water looks. It's all soapy. How fitting. Despite all the development issues that I think, well, the team just has due to the schedule, it seems like the art team and a lot of other of the creative side can really, well, put together something nice to look at. And listen to music as well. Even if it all comes together a little bit, well, it's a mishmash right now. It's not very clean. I see, not part of the abandoned district. Well, thanks for answering that question. You, where are we? Not going to read that. Didn't seem very important. I will read this if it's important, though.
What's our goal?
Oh no, it's voiced.
To be Bubble Choir Conductor.
Right, if it's important, it's going to be voiced.
What do we need? Precision and rhythm. And how do we train? When catching bubbles, we must focus. That's not enough. Listen to me. Bubble bloom, flick of the wrist, catches them all. Conduct to the left, conduct to the right, and the wind will carry the tune. Just aim at the bubbles and conduct to win. Here, try those bubbles over there. Whoa, by the rainbow bubble bloom. Are you two?
Hello there. We're...
2 PCs. Just lie, do your teeth.
We're 2 PCs. I'm Woo Kaka Nikki, and this is Woo Meow Meow Momo.
Great names.
Nikki, saying that, you'll just make them more nervous. I get it. A human stylist and a Momo. A living human? I've never seen one before. Fascinating. Humans have never been to Serenity Island before. This is as headline-worthy as the Bathing Bliss Festival being postponed. I should write this down now.
Bathing Bliss Festival? What's that?
It's the grandest festival on Serenity Island. It only happens when bubble blooms blossom. When they do, bubbles fill the sky, and PCs line up for a bath. The rainbow spring water washes away all our troubles and stains. There's a bathing contest for the village heads, and the bubble choir gives a special performance. Oh, Ash was just practicing for the choir conductor audition. We were helping him rehearse.
That sounds so fun. But didn't you just say the Bathing Bliss Festival was postponed?
Yeah.
There's been a recent outbreak of dirty thread disease. To keep everyone safe, the village heads decided to postpone it.
Dirty thread disease? Is that a PC sickness? It sounds dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Infected PCs become dirty and grimy, and they get hallucinations.
Huh? Nikki, that puppy PC we saw.
Oh yeah, we saw a puppy PC outside. He had stains all over and was acting strangely. Have you seen him before?
Outside? But we can't leave this place. How could...
You can't leave?
A dirty puppy PC. Haven't seen one of those. All the infected PC cases in Silkville are being managed by Tara, the village head. Why not go ask her? She might know the puppy you're looking for. Actually, I need to report to Tara anyway. When I'm done gathering bubbles, I'll head to Silkville and meet you. See you there!
Seems like this island isn't just in a different lake or whatever, it's in its own bubble dimension. Literally. What have you got? Fauci's number 3 inventory sorting. Archiving Fearless Freddy's 260th adventure. I still at Ottawa. A human girl and a cat, huh? Hey, you must be the new friend everyone's been talking about. Nikki. I'm Pouchy, the record keeper of the PC Adventure Club. See all these pockets in this pen? The treasures and clues everyone uncovers on their adventures become part of the legendary stories of the old ruins. We're still near the early stages, but who's to say these little discoveries won't one day lead to a grand truth? Anyway, if you discover anything interesting on Serenity Island, you can always share it with me, and in return you'll get a little treasure from my pocket. How about it? Do we have anything to share? I see. Same thing as what we did on the Fireworks Islands, disguise the currency vendor or whatever. We'll do all that later, I guess. Well, it just takes us out here in the open, I guess. What a life. What is that? A new doll? Where's that from? We do have our own doll. Just doesn't really go with this outfit, does it? I do like the doll, though. Where's it under? Over here? Would it be this? No. I think I overshot it. Brace? No. Not headwear. Is it actually a bracelet? Can't be. Is it a glove? I could see why, but nope, not that. Not face, not chest. I already checked this, it wasn't that. I guess I just didn't go down far enough. Right, the handhelds, I forgot about those. Do any of these kind of go with our outfit? I guess this one, the red bow, kind of fits a bit, and the red accents. Sure. Always make sure to bathe your dolls, or wash them, or whatever. Oh, a styling contest. We'll do that later. We're continuing the main story right now. This one, Tara.
Reporting in, Tara. Bubble collection was a success. The bubbles are silky and smooth. Perfect cleansing lotion ingredients.
Well done. Once this old PC retires, you youngsters are...
Come on, Tara. Quit messing around. You've been talking about retiring for years.
Hey, don't be cheeky, Bootsy. If you all didn't insist on nominating me every time, I'd have stepped down ages ago. A human! An actual human!
Nikki, Momo, you're here! This is Tara, head of Silkville and the most formidable scrubbing champ on all of Serenity Island.
Tara, nice to meet you.
Whoa, scrubbing champ? That sounds impressive.
I have to disagree, Momo.
That's right. Back in my prime, no one on Serenity Island could outscrub me. Any PC who entered my bathhouse couldn't leave until their fabric was spotless, their threads smooth, and their colors vibrant.
No one could out-scrub you. You're just making yourself sound like a scrub.
How about this? Why not hand Momo over to me? I'll scrub his front paws, then his back paws, his back, and his belly. Even his little toes and the tip of his tail will be spotless.
No thanks. I may not be a full cat, but I also really don't like baths.
How long has it been, Momo? How long has it been since you took a bath? I think we should hand him over.
Tara, you're going to scare a guest like that. Besides, didn't I just tell you? I have something important to ask you.
Yes, you're right. Business first, then. Business. About that puppy PC you've been looking for. I haven't seen him. Normally, all the village's infected PCs are given rainbow spring water therapy, and there haven't been any puppies among them.
Huh? Could he be from that weird group? The ones who refuse to bathe after getting infected? The somethings.
The evil team here, for this little patch whatever, is a team that refuses to take a bath? Okay.
Hey, quit talking nonsense, Bootsy!
Refuse to bathe.
Huh? Isn't bathing a major tradition in Soakville? Why would they...
Well, some of those infected PCs have started experiencing hallucinations and causing a bit of a ruckus. It's nothing serious, don't worry.
That rainbow spring water therapy, is it specially made to cure dirty thread disease?
That's right. Centuries ago, there was a massive outbreak of dirty thread disease. Nearly every resident of Serenity Island fell ill. Thankfully, the Guardian saved us. He left behind 2 nuggets of wisdom, one of which was rainbow spring water therapy.
I see. This is exactly the lore we just read in that book. I guess we could have just gotten it from these guys rather than having to read it, or skim it or whatever.
The Silver Gale's gift, the source of the rainbow. Serenity Spring cleanses all contaminants.
Back then, the legendary Serenity Spring flowed with rainbow spring water, curing everyone and restoring peace to Serenity Island.
What an amazing story. So, can we speak to the PCs undergoing therapy? Maybe they know that infected puppy PC.
They're, still in therapy. Once their fabric is fully restored, I'll definitely let you meet them and ask your questions. Yes.
Sounds like they're dead.
Anyway, my esteemed guests, as the saying goes, even the busiest PC needs a good scrub, and even urgent matters require rest to complete. I've prepared a thuddy squash cabin just for you. Bootsy, you're in charge of showing our guests around Soakville and ensuring they get a proper rest at the cabin.
Leave it to me. Nikki and Momo, you two follow me. You'll have a fun and relaxing time for sure.
I'm sure. Lead the way.
Everyone in Soakville lives in these thuddy squash cabins. Sit just outside your door, sunbathe, and enjoy a bubble bath. How about it? Sounds relaxing, right?
Yeah, like I said, what a life.
Welcome to the Soakville Bathhouse, our favorite spot to relax and bathe. The bathhouse is run by Granny Bubbles. My friend Murmur works here too.
Not exactly a hot springs, but an interesting analog to it. It's like inspired by them, obviously, but it's all bubbly instead. We've got a bunch of these again now. We can collect one. Oh, don't automatically collect those. Oh, they're just the flight fruits. We can get those normally in the main game. Is this the proper way up? I guess so. Kind of awkward. So yeah, whim bubbles. Same thing as the balloons in the fireworks aisles or the whim stars. And then the sea of stars has something entirely different. Guess I don't have to go out of my way to collect these. They're just normal fruits.
Every time I see rainbow spring water, I think of the Guardian. According to the legend, the Guardian was a PC revered by all. He is brave and responsible. But after leaving behind those 2 nuggets of wisdom, no one knows where he went. Only some legends remain. I almost forgot to show you! Look at the highest place in the distance! That's High Stone Tree! There's another village on top of High Stone Tree called Steamville.
Steamville? So there are 2 PC villages here.
That's right. I was supposed to take you up there to visit, but recently the path between Soakville and Steamville has had some issues. But it's alright. I'm sure the issues will be solved soon. Hey, Murmur! Over here! Oopsie. These are my new friends, Nikki the human and her companion Momo.
Hello there, Murmur.
Hello. Hang on. How come you're not at the Soakville bathhouse, Murmur?
I had some personal matters, so I took the afternoon off. But don't worry, I put the cleaning brushes in neat rows and filled the cleansing lotion bottles all the way to the top.
And you scrubbed every PC nice and clean?
Yes! I made sure everything was ready before I left, so I could take off from work for a bit.
Are you okay, Murmur? You're acting strange today.
It's just, I promised Granny Bubbles. I promised her I'd hurry back because the bathhouse has so many guests lately. It needs more rainbow spring water and more hard-working PCs. I'm sorry. Bootsy, Nikki, Momo, I've got to go now. I need to get back to the bathhouse to help Granny Bubbles. Bye. Bye-bye. Have fun.
What in the... Murmur's acting so weird today.
Does Murmur always act like that?
Nikki, she just said, Murmur's acting weird today.
She's completely different. Murmur doesn't normally talk that much, but today she met 2 complete strangers, a human and a Momo, and said over 5 whole sentences.
Murmur's normally a quiet PC? That really is surprising.
Yeah, she acted more like her old self just now. She used to always be a bit shy, but was eager to help others. And when she was happy, she would chatter non-stop. But after that thing happened, Murmur has become more and more reserved.
That thing.
And what was that?
Well, a long time ago, before the Bathing Bliss Festival, there was a cave-in at the Steamville Crystal Salt Cavern. Unfortunately, Murmur was there and got trapped. She was missing for several days. We were all so worried. Luckily, she somehow made it back to the village on her own.
That's good. Thankfully, everything turned out okay.
Yeah, but the experience left Murmur shaken. Afterwards, she started talking about strange things. Everyone was a little put off. But I thought the strange things were fascinating. Even if they were just hallucinations. I even asked if I could write them down, so I could turn them into a series of novels. But Murmur hasn't talked much since. Maybe she stopped because nobody believed her stories. After that, Murmur became less cheerful. She often went off alone to the Guardian statue, hugging a whistle and staring vacantly. Sometimes she spent all day doing it.
Seems like it had a big impact on her.
Yeah, but it's okay. Murmur was really talkative just now. Maybe that's a sign she's starting to feel herself again. After that incident, Murmur became very interested in all sorts of legends. Stories about the Guardian and humans. Maybe she was excited about seeing a living human for the first time. I'm going to compile the stories you've told me and the Guardian legends I've already collected. Then I'll give them to Murmur. I'm sure that'll make her happy.
Great idea. In that case, let me tell you more stories about humans.
She told him. Or did she tell her? The text went by so quick I couldn't even read all 7 words or however many there were. Doesn't matter. Can we sit here? Can we sit here? We can sit here. Let's do it here, yeah. You got a wave emote, Nikki? I guess not while you're sitting. That's unfortunate. Just give us one of this. And then we can do this. And zoom out. We can't even see the top of the stone tree. Oh well. A little too wild with the camera, but it's fine. This isn't for a photo, it's just for ending the episode. A lot to digest now that we're in a suddenly completely new dimension or whatever. Which isn't exactly a new dimension, it's still just Wishfield. The new dimensions are over in the Sea of Stars, which I'm not going to think about. Not until we're done with this place. That would be a good time to take a break.